I got 6 coins here. 3 are copper, 3 are steel coins. US versus Canadian coins on their edge. And I'm going to test the frequencies. I'm going to test them on their edge. I have the quarter, the nickel, and the dime from US, and the quarter, nickel, and dime from Canada. These Canadian coins are steel coins, 2006 and 2007. Doesn't matter, they're just steel coins, right? So I'm gonna place these on their sides here. I'm gonna start out with the quarters first. So I'm just gonna stick the quarter inside of these foam pieces here to get them on their edge, right? Right there. Is there something in there? No. Right there. So right here. And I'm gonna turn on Deus 1. And I'm going to change frequencies on this machine here from low to high frequencies. Pretty crazy results here. This is the US quarter right here. Hot program. And I'm going to turn that quarter around there, going parallel to down the barrel. Here's hot program, 14 kilohertz. Stock hot program right here. Now turn this quarter up the other way. This is US quarter. Now I'll change frequencies here. So the only thing I'm gonna do is change frequencies. 74 kilohertz. It's not hitting it very good right there. It's not hitting it very good in high frequencies going that way. Right, going this way. Going that way, it's doing really good. See it? Change orientation there. Okay. Now I'll switch the counterpart and go over to the steel coin, the Canadian quarter here. 74 kilohertz. Oh, look at that. Sounds super irony. It is an iron coin, but there's 14 kilohertz. Just like iron. It's an iron buzz. Sounds like minerals almost. Boy, that would be a tough hit. That would be a tough hit on its edge, this Canadian quarter, in lower frequencies. Just pretty much. Wow, not really hitting it very good. Okay, now I'll switch them out here. Take the quarters out, and I'll try the nickels. I'll start with the US nickel. In 14 kilohertz, going down the barrel this way. The coin is going this way. Now the coin's going this way. Hitting it really good. 14 kilohertz. Really liking that coin. That nickel on its edge. I have this plastic here elevated above here just a little bit, just so I don't hit the coin and knock it on its edge. Okay. Here's 74 kilohertz. Not doing very well there. Just a quiet little trill. It is hitting it, but it's not hitting it very well. Now the coin's going this way. 74 kilohertz. Smashing it. Oh. Now let's go with the counterpart, the Canadian steel coin, steel nickel here. Start out in 14 kilohertz. So when these coins are on the ground, they sound a lot different, and not all coins are laying flat. We got to really understand that. Coins flip on their edge, and they roll a lot of times. Though they roll on their edge, especially around roots, or when the plow comes up and moves that coin around. Here's 14 kilohertz. I would say I find a lot of coins on their edge with the Deus 2 and the Legend, especially a lot with the Deus 2. The Deus 2 is really good at coins on the edge. The Deus 1, this HF coil, is not really very good at coins on their edge, especially at high frequencies. This is low frequencies. That Canadian nickel, nothing, right? It's just mineral iron, right? This iron too, reading at 0.6, right? I don't know if you guys who live in Canada find a lot of coins on their edge, but I know when I find coins on their edge because when I'm taking the plug apart, I can just dissect it and see if the coin was on, why it was so iffy or whatnot. Right. Not going to hit it in 14 kilohertz, right? Just, it sounds like iron, right? Screamer. On the tip of the coil there, in the center of the coil, not doing very good. On the tip of the coil, and when I'm in the higher frequencies with this coil here, it is very sensitive to the higher conductive targets, right in the center. With the lower conductive targets, with this coil here, when I'm in higher frequencies with the lower conductive targets, it's sensitive all over the place, right? It's sensitive all along here, right where the coils intersect here on the double D. 74 kilohertz. Really sensitive in the tip, right? Doing really good on that coin on the edge in 74 kilohertz. So it wasn't doing very well in 14 kilohertz. But as long as your soil permits it, right? When the soil is really wet, the higher frequencies are just a no-go. You just get a lot of falsing. It takes a lot of managing your settings and stuff to settle the machine when you're in higher frequencies. And you're not going deep, right? The higher frequencies is not going to hit coins very deep. Especially the smaller coins. It really struggles out the smaller coins, the higher frequency. Here's the US dime right here on its edge in 14 kilohertz right here. Just barely a whisper. .74 kilohertz. Nothing. See? Not even, just barely getting anything on there. So I'll go this way here, 14 kilohertz. The coin is laying this way. Doing really good on that coin. 74 kilohertz. Doing really good going this way. But like I said, it's only this far. That's only this far, right? So when there's soil between there, I really don't think you're going to be finding a lot of deep coins on their edge with 74 kilohertz, right? 74 kilohertz will get you lower conductive targets, and it gets to a lot of EMI. So this is on its edge going this way. Canadian dime here, 14 kilohertz. Iron. Right. Now it's going this way. Iron. Probably 0.6, 0.5, yeah. Just no way. I'll lay it flat, or watch us, watch us. I'll lay it flat there. So we'll go up to 74 kilohertz. Going this way. Nothing. That was 74 kilohertz, excuse me. 14 kilohertz, nothing. 74 kilohertz, nothing. The dime going this way, 14 kilohertz. Canadian dime, steel Canadian dime. Iron, 74 kilohertz. It's doing good there. Just right on the tip. Right. The higher frequencies is very sensitive right up here, right on the tip. It's really sensitive on the lower conductive targets, pretty much everywhere. I mean, look at this, look at this. That's just the salt in my hand. Right. There's the salt, the minerals on my hand there. And these are on the edge, man. Like what I've been saying, not all coins are laying flat. There's a lot of coins on their edge, and I'm thinking if they're Canadian coins, they're going to be really hard to find. I don't dig up a lot of Canadian coins. Like I said, I don't live in Canada, but I do find Canadian coins every so often here. And I don't find deep coin. That's for sure. I don't find deep Canadian coins. The iron coins. And I think the iron coins really haven't been around long enough to go deep, especially in my soil here. I have clay, so and also too, the U.S. does have steel coins. We had 3 years there during the war that we made steel pennies, just steel pennies. But you're not going to find steel pennies in the ground because they've dissolved many years ago. Steel just corrodes and dissolves in the ground. So, the copper is much more resilient to chemicals and harsh soils and water. Once a little bit of moisture gets inside of these coins here, they just dissolve. Doesn't take them too long, especially salt water. If you guys hunt on the beaches and you ever find like in the UK, if you hunt on the beaches, the salt water just destroys coins. But I would be going for, if you're hunting in Canada, I'll be going for the $1 and $2 coins. We don't have very many $1 coins. We don't have $2 coins here in the U.S. But those Canadian coins are just garbage. The most detectorists really struggle with those Canadian coins. I don't know. I like I said, I haven't really dug up a lot of Canadian coins on their edge. So because they're so irony. You got a small profile there, and the deeper they are, I think they're just untouchable by most detectors. You're gonna have to dig out the nails. You're gonna have to dig out nails if you want these junk Canadian coins. Right? I don't see the reasoning why a person would really want to dig out the coins in the first place, except to just get the iron out of the way there. But I don't know. Well, thank you for watching.